There's an old adage in the speaking business that says, pick your lane. And pick your lane is know your direction of expertise. Now, there's a lot of different argument about that, about how wide the lane should be and how many talks should I have. So you can speak to 10 different speaking experts and you're going to get 10 different answers. This is mine. My answer is your lane needs to be wide enough so that it encompasses the width of your expertise and no wider. If you get beyond that, you start becoming a wandering generality and nobody recognizes you as an expert in anything. So the lane is the width of your expertise. Now, within that lane, you can have multiple sublanes, and those are your signature talks. So the way I like to do it is this. I have one signature topic, one overarching lane, and within that lane, I've got multiple signature talks. But the difference between one and the other is only about 10%. The difference in actual content is really only about 10%. I have signature content that I do every time, everywhere I go, all around the world, with about 10% of shift in focus to accommodate the little widening of the lane. Now, the one speaker that is going to have a difficult time getting booked, one of the speakers, is the one that says, I can speak about anything. I've never met a mic I didn't like. That's the one you do not want to hire at your event, because they generally are crappy speakers. They have very little skill and they're all about ego. And all they're going to do is stand up there and tell you how awesome they are. Okay. And they won't be in a position of service. Being in a position of service means you know your lane, you know your expertise, you know your content. You've gone through your content till your content comes through you. And within that lane, you might have multiple talks that you can give. Usually there's maybe a 10 or 15% difference between them. The foundational message is usually the same. That's my take on it. That's the way I do it. It's not necessarily the right way. It's a way to do it. And so you got to pick what works for you. But I think the overarching truth is that if your lane is too wide, or if you have multiple lanes, you're going to have difficulty becoming a recognized authority in anything.